Hello everyone, this is Dr. Praveen Tripathi and I am very happy to interview my neighbor, Dr. Abhineet, who is also in Noida like me. So Abhineet got a rank 71 in the NEET PG exam. Abhineet, many congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
So Abhineet, a bit about you, your college and which attempt was this for you as far as the NEET PG is
Sir,
concerned?
I'm from MAMC in Delhi,
Right.
and I've given I-9s before, but this was my first NEET PG attempt.
Okay. So in the first attempt itself, you got a rank 71. That's so amazing.
Thank
So,
you, sir.
you were telling me something very interesting that you did not plan to appear for the Indian entrance examination. Initially, you were planning something else. So in the brief, in brief, can you tell me what exactly was your plans and how it changed?
Yes, sir. So I had actually planned during my undergraduate to try and pursue my post-graduation from Germany.
Okay.
And I was also preparing for that. I was learning the language. I used to go to Max Muller Bhavan. I've
Mm-hmm.
given even the B1 level exams there.
Okay.
But after the COVID, the guidelines kind of changed, or maybe I saw the guidelines in detail, and
Mm.
they required me to give more exams.
Mm.
Um, because of which I felt that it was a little too tough for me
Mm.
to learn all the medical terminology in German.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I decided to instead, try and give the Indian entrance exams,
Mm.
and try my luck here.
Right. Wonderful. So that's something unique, but nice, Abhineet, that you switched your whatever you were pursuing and still got such a great rank here. Abhineet, we were having a
Thank you, sir.
discussion that you started following some of the lectures of GRG sir and Spur sir right from your second and third year. And
Yes, sir.
yeah, so tell us a bit about that.
Yes, sir. So, sir, I was in MAMC, and back then GRG sir used to conduct live classes every Friday
Yeah,
in the Perilal Bhavan.
yeah.
So me and my friends, we used to go there and attend those live lectures. So I was still I used those notes only,
Okay.
and then whatever updates
Mm,
there were also new topics or
mm,
new things which GRG sir had added.
mm,
And so I actually viewed those videos and added them to my notes,
Okay.
and updated the things as they were.
Okay.
And even in like second year, I used Sparsh sir's
Mm,
notes I had gotten,
mhm.
and I had used them to study and clear my second MBBS pathology also.
Okay. And you were telling me you use notes of Vivek sir also and
Yes. I actually used Vivek sir's MBBS undergraduate preparatory manual. I think it was.
okay.
I used that to clear my PSM exams as well, and then I also used Vivek sir's PSM notes.
Okay.
I've watched Vivek sir's mission classes. I watched his marathon sessions as well.
Okay.
So that was immensely helpful.
So what I understand, Abhinit, is that you started making these notes in the MBBS itself, and then later on kept on adding things to those notes, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You were also telling me that you watched many of these mission live lectures. So
Yes, sir.
so what was the experience? I mean the whole idea of the faculty is to cover as much as possible, but ensure that it's concise, five and a half
Yes,
hours.
sir.
So what
Yes,
was your
sir.
experience of using those lectures?
So my experience was very wonderful. I found them immensely helpful,
Mm,
particularly, sir, the interaction part. I mean,
mm,
of course, it's limited compared to in-person offline class,
right,
but
right.
definitely much better than the pre-recorded videos. Because so the faculty were actively clearing the doubts which
Mm,
the students were having,
mm,
and sir, I think it also enabled the faculty to even introduce some new points or extra
right,
points that the students may have asked.
right.
So, sir, I found those aspects particularly helpful.
Okay. You also told me, Beneath, that marathons were something that you very religiously followed. So marathon
Yes,
as
sir.
Mm, mm. Yeah, please go ahead. Please go ahead. Yeah.
Yes, I followed. Yes, sir. So I followed the INI-CT marathon as well,
Mm,
sir,
mm.
and I followed the NEET PG marathon as well.
Okay.
And so they were immensely helpful for the last leg of your preparation,
Hmm.
um, because a large number of content was covered in a very small time. For example, sir, ortho in the last 10 days, I just studied from Apur sir's marathon notes. They were just amazing, sir.
Another
So I was able to cover ortho, sir, in a matter of few hours. Despite it being a relatively large and somewhat complex subject. So that was immensely helpful.
But I mean, sometimes students feel that these marathon lectures almost continue for 12 hours a day, and day after another for 6 7 days there are lectures and lectures, and it's not so easy to cover them all. So how did you manage to study all throughout these 70 75 80 hours in a span of a week?
So, sir, what I used to do was they used to start in the morning around 9 or 10 a.m. and then end at 12 hours later at 9 or 10 p.m. So during that time, I used to just listen, and I had the notes open. Most of the faculty had already given the notes so that we didn't have to write much or anything, because it was a last leg revision sort of a thing. So of course, I had already studied from my main notes, so I didn't need to write the concepts per se. So it was just having the resource in front of you and listening. For a lot of subjects, I also felt that I could just open my the rapid revision notes as well, and I could still. So I had already highlighted things there. I had already added a few things here and there, and those in conjunction with the marathon videos also helped me immensely. I was able to follow whatever the faculty was speaking, and I was able to connect that with my rapid revision notes as well. But even with the marathon notes also, I was able to connect. And then, sir, I remember that you had also given a few days this time before NEET, after the marathon session ended. So I used those days to then revisit the marathon notes. Okay. Because of course, sir, after 12 hours, I couldn't, go through whatever the whatever the things that were covered. So instead, I focused on just listening during those lectures. And then after all the marathon classes had ended, whatever things I felt were volatile or topics in which I was weak, I revisited those, even either from the marathon notes or even from my main notes if I felt so.
All right. So the whole idea, Abhineet, of these live lectures is to ensure that there is some kind of discipline and structure inserted into the preparation. So do you think that happens as a student who succeeded so well in the exam? Did you think that these marathon classes, mission classes brought some kind of structure and discipline to your preparation?
Definitely. I remember last year I was struggling immensely with, kind of bringing a schedule into my preparation of deciding what topics to study right now or what to start with. So the schedule of the mission classes kind of, even if, for example, I was unable to attend for whatever reasons, nevertheless, I tried to, finish reading of my own notes of those topics in that span of time.
The same time.
So at the very least, yeah. So, you have a schedule which has been given to you by the teachers. And that is a schedule which is, it is exactly the amount of days that you should give to a particular subject or you should give to a particular topic. And I mean, it's fine if you're, you are unable to cover that in the same time, maybe a few days here or there. But nevertheless, it provided you with that skeleton of a schedule that you can use. And that was immensely helpful, sir. That was immensely helpful.
So the framework is provided by the schedule, and then you have to
exactly
follow it, right?
Yes.
Another
sir,
thing that you used, Abhineet, was late night PYQ sessions. So,
yes, sir.
So two questions for you. First of all, doing MCQs every day, did it help make a habit or develop a habit that you have to do certain?
Definitely, sir. Definitely. So I used to do at least 50 to maybe 70 question MCQs every day. Whether I used to use the late night PYQ sessions towards the end or before, I used to use custom modules.
Custom modules, okay.
So yes, sir. So I used to just the kind of algorithm I used was like the subject I'm studying right now. the subject I studied before and the subject I'm studying after. So the subject I studied before, 20 questions. The subject I'm studying right now, 20 questions. And the subject I want to study next, 10 questions.
Okay.
So in this manner, I was kind of able to maintain a connect with all these three subjects that I'm studying or I'm planning to study, as well as, revise key questions, key concepts of the subject I had already studied. So that kind of helped me a lot in, cementing the things I just read. So that was very useful.
Do you think that keeping these sessions at night, I mean, we would make this test live at around 11 o'clock at night?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Is it a good idea? I mean, because our idea is that before student goes to bed, before student goes to sleep, the last thing that he or she does is do some MCQs. And by that time, people are usually tired. So when they are fresh, they can study new things. But when they are tired, they can end the day with some MCQs. So
yes, sir. I think so. It's actually the right time because as you said, and as it's the name is that these are PYQs. So these are mostly covered in any notes, right? So the questions I remember were also framed in such a way that they are mostly factual things that one should know, right? They are not things that require a lot of concepts or a lot of brain energy to solve them at that time. So that was immensely useful because it, when you're tired, your brain can't really solve complex MCQs. But at the very least, you can go through the factual things. You can go through the factual things which would be asked or they would be part of an MCQ. So keeping them even at late night was, I think, the correct decision, sir.
Great. So, Abhineet, what branch are you planning to join?
Sir, I'm actually not sure right now. I'm a little confused. I actually got AIMS Rishikesh anesthesia from the open round in the NICT.
Okay.
And I had actually just joined there like on 20th. So I'm now considering other branches as well. But I am someone who wants to go towards a medicinal branch only. So I will have to.
You'll get medicine easily, no?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I should. Yes, sir.
And MAMC medicine is a great department. So
yes, sir. But it's also very hectic. So that's something that I'm a little bit skeptical about. But I am also considering radiology.
If I may advise Abhineet that,
yes, sir.
Because this whole process of studies is very draining. So by the time we get birth, we are in that frame of mind that I want to relax a bit. But that frame of mind is after some time. So please don't go for something just because it's easier, because the frame of mind would change.
No, of course, sir. Of course, sir. I agree. Yes, sir.
And with
I understand that.
Beautiful rank, I think I would really want that you either go into radiology or medicine or something. If that interests.
Yes, sir.
Any last advice to your juniors, students who did not do so well, who are doubting themselves? What is your advice to them? How should they go about their preparation?
So first thing I would like to tell them is don't get disheartened. So I remember like even in this NICT, I was not able to get the rank I wanted. And that was, I was unable to study for almost a week. I was very down. So I would like to say to them that I understand, but it's all right. Take a break. And get back up and you'll be able to do it.
Wonderful.
Making a schedule is very important. Revising your main notes is very important. GTs are very important, and your 20th copy is very important. I feel if someone is able to utilize all these four things, he or she will definitely be able to crack the exam.
Nicely said. So Abhineet, that's a very important thing to remember, that people who got successful in one exam were not so successful in the last exam. And students tend to forget that. I mean, today we are interviewing you. 6 months back, maybe you were very dejected, very, very sad that, nothing is going my way.
Yes, sir. Yes,
this
sir.
is the beauty of medical field, success and failure. Neither of them are permanent. It can.
Exactly, sir. Agreed.
They change all the time. Very nice, Abhineet. It was really nice talking to you. And please do visit sometime. You are very nearby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Definitely.
And thank you for talking to us, Abhineet. Many congratulations again.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.